Calling share. Hello guys, I am Vangireddy Sandeep Kumar Reddy. I am studying BTech third year in Karunya University in Coimbatore. I am explaining exper-6 performance analysis on recursion techniques. Is the batch 1 odd numbers? The question: develop the linear regression model for given data by step manual product don't use library. It is the first question. Calculate the input and recursion. Y is equal to B naught plus X B1. And second question, analyze the various performance matrix, mean squared error, mean absolute error, uh, root mean squared error, and R squared. Okay, this is the code. First, we have to import the numpy as np and x is equal to npy dot array 1.7, 1.6, 2. These are the values we give, and y actual is equal to np array 358, 340, 665, and define calculated coefficients x comma y. We defining calculated coefficients as x comma y, n is equal to length x, mean y, and numerator v is equal to sum. This is the formula: x minus mean x into y minus mean y. Denominators v1 is equal to np dot num is sum is equal to x minus this x mean x into 2 is denominator. b0 comma b1 is equal to calculate coefficients x comma y and print calculator interpret and calculator print calculator regression and print linear regression. This is the formula: y is equal to predictive is equal to b0 plus b1 star x. First one, we have to define the mean. Calculate the ms. This is the mean. Return np dot mean. Okay, y actual minus y predicted into star. This is one formula to find the mean. This is also formula: ss total is equal to np dot sum actual y actual minus np minus. Okay. First you have to print mean squared error. Next one, mean absolute error, root mean squared error, and R squared error. When you run this program, here is the output: B0 is equal to 123.213. Calculated recurrency coefficient is 171.994. Linear recurrency model is equal to, we have to do plus of both regression and interrupt, that is, and we got the squared error is 1936.217. Mean absolute error is equal to 41.085, and root mean squared error is equal to 44.002, and R square is equal to 0.985. Your second question. This is the second question. Develop a linear regression model for the prediction of median value of owner occupied homes in the terms weighted distance to 5 employees, property, tax rate. First question, divide the data into training 75% and testing set is 25%. Second question, display the impact and the regression coefficients for the following cases. Analysis the impact on DSI to MVD, impact the tax to MEDV, and impact the NOx to MED. Predict the Y value for the testing set X and analyze the performance matrix with the actual and predict the value for the above three cases. Fourth question, identify the input parameters that has greater impact in prediction median and okay, is the fifth question. Plot the regression line for the input parameters that has a greater impact in the prediction of median value of owner occupied home. Here is the code for it. In this, first you have to import pandas as PD, and second we have to importing numpy as in from sklearn models selection. You have to import train set split from sklearn model, import linear regression from SKS matrix, import mean squared error, mean absolute error, R to R square score. Import matplot library py plot as PLT. Try data is equal to we using Boston Housing CSV file except file name phone error. Print this. np dot random seed 42 n samples is 503. We used in this CSV file we have 506 samples. Data is equal to pd dot data frame. Okay, here is the output. DIS, we use the formula n samples into 10. Tax, n samples into 500 plus 200. Knox is equal to n samples into 0.5 plus 0.4. MEDV is equal to n samples star 330 plus 10. These are the formulas we use for this data frame. Here is the data, and data is one. Okay. X is equal to data DIS tax Knox, Y is equal to DVD, and X train X test X trainee X Y test is equal to train test split. Okay, print data split complete. Print F trainee set size line X. The code for features analysis. For analysis, we use this code. Is the output. Boosted house CSV file is not found. Created a dummy dataset for domination. Here, data split completed. Trainee test size is 379 samples. Test size is 127 sample. Analysis, the impact of DSC, 38.994. Coefficient of DIS minus 1.748. Performance metric for mean squared error is 115.583. Mean absolute error is 8.610. Mean root mean squared error is equal to 10.751. R square is equal to 0.215. Analysis the impact of tax onto MEDV. 8.641. Coefficient of tax is 0.049. Perform a matrix of tax on test set. On mean squared is 108.482. Mean absolute error is 8.463. Absolute mean squared error is 10.413. R square is 0.262. Okay. Analysis impact on Noxy and mean. Interrupt 33.481. Coefficient for Knox is equal to minus 4.954. Performance matrix for Knox test is 20. Okay, this absolute error is 9.645. Root mean squared error is 12.182. R squared is 0 minus 0.01. The input parameters with the greater impact highest is R squared is tax. Okay, is the in this we taken y-axis as MEDV, and so we have only highest squared R squared value is tax, so we taken x value as tax. Thank you. Whatever. Stop sharing అని సార్
అంతసేపు చెప్పిన
రెండు క్వశ్చన్లు ఉన్నాయి మాకు స్టాప్ చేసావా? చేసాను లేదా?